And we are back, riding an Evil. You can watch the review for this bike on the Free Hub YouTube channel. But in this review, I'm going to talk about Eagle 90, which got spec'd on this bike and another review bike. It's my first bike rocking the Eagle 90, and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of it. First of all, I'll just lay my cards on the table. I've absolutely been a SRAM transmission battery hater, and I think the reason is clear. It's very expensive, and the type of people that have the money to throw $600 at a derailleur, it's expensive. I don't remember the pricing off the top of my head, but it's compared to Shimano, it's like wild. And anyway, these type of people, unless they did a big old tech company exit, they're working hard and they don't have any free time. They're gonna forget to charge their battery. They're gonna get out to the woods, stoked to ride their bike, and their seat post dropper and their derailleur's gonna die, and they're gonna feel like the world's biggest fool. And that's just the way it goes. I think the only people can legitimately stay on that with 100% certainty are like dedicated racers. I have a transmission XO on my Firebird, and I swap the battery out all the time. Haven't had an issue yet, but it's just like this hanging thing over my head. Someday I could be on the greatest ride of my life and my derailleur will fail. And that's not cool. So anyway, I feel like the release of this Eagle 90 was a little downplayed. And there was like some, I don't know, not great feedback on like the way the shifter feels. Shifter feels great. Feels fantastic. Feels like classic SRAM. I think whoever designed this mechanical shifter, it looks like it's not very well designed. It's very blocky and not impressive, but it feels great. Gives you a lot of leverage to shift into the easier gear. And yeah, I just love it. I feel like I probably prefer shifting Shimano the easier way, like the lower paddle. But I think I prefer the SRAM harder gear paddle. So it's kind of a mix. Super ergonomic paddles down here. Love that. The shifts themselves feel fantastic. You of course get the ability to kind of feather your shifts again instead of just being stuck with this Bluetooth device, which sends a completely, emotionally voidless signal to the rear derailleur. So, super big fan of this mechanical stuff. I think SRAM RockShox is like absolutely crushing it right now. But I think whoever decided that everybody should have a removable battery, rechargeable derailleur, that person was insane. And I'm so happy we have this. Maven brakes, my favorite brakes right now. RockShox 3.1 suspension, insane. For like the big brands, basically just Fox and RockShox. I think they're crushing Fox on like every single metric as far as that I care about. However, I thought it was a pretty big misstep to usher in forcing basically all SRAM customers to go with this awful rechargeable battery SRAM setup. And I've definitely, on my personal bike, I've hit like the red level battery, and my wife ended up with one of these terrible derailleurs too, and she completely killed it heading out for a ride one day, and we thankfully noticed it. But what a shame. All we need is a cable that doesn't fail ever. It's just so dumb. Unless you're a World Cup racer or like I suppose any type of racer, I can see it then. Newsflash, this mechanical actuation seems more reliable in a racing setting to me, just because if something goes wrong, you have the ability to kind of feather your shifts like the good old days. So anyway, as far as the stability of the shifts, I'd say that going to an easier gear is basically 100% better. And then going to a harder gear, it can be a hair lazy compared to the T-type battery. And I haven't owned this long, so who knows what the reliability is going to be like on these, but just from like the starting point, this is the way to go. I will go out of my way. I would almost spend more money to have the cable version. Not really, because somehow I think these transmissions are like over $1,000 for a kit. So yeah, I mean, I think it's great. I'm guessing this Eagle 90 is gonna come on a ton of stuff. I'm hoping that SRAM doesn't somehow like incentivize the OEMs away from this, but this is the way to go. 100%. No more batteries. We want to get away from our devices when we're in the woods. I don't want batteries on my suspension. I don't want batteries on my shifter. Maybe I want a battery in my e-bike. That's debatable, but necessary. But no more batteries anywhere else on my bicycle. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Really stoked on the new Eagle 90 stuff. Stoked it exists. I'm stoked that SRAM just really throws new product out there. It can be very good and exciting, and I think they are just on a roll right now. And hopefully this mechanical gets spec'd on all the new OEM specs, because I think batteries are kind of lame now.